Hello, and welcome to this first look at Sensible's new dashboard. We released the dashboard to help users gain more insights into their document extraction workflows. Let's look at this account's activity over the last 30 days. The documents extracted table shows you the number of extractions made per document type for the selected time period. Looking at the extractions across all document types, I see something pretty interesting. We see flat and low volume for most of the month until about September 25th, where we see this huge spike. I can change our date range to just this time period where the volume increased. And doing that, we see that this big spike in volume mostly took place on September 26th. And most of the extractions used either the bank statements or tax forms document type. Below the documents extracted table, you'll see the coverage table and most used table. The most used table lists the configurations in your account. It can also be filtered by document type. I'll set the document type filter to bank statements and tax forms because we saw that those were the most common document types. We now see that the 1040-2018 and 1040-2019 both account for over 21% of the recent usage in this account. We can use the coverage table to gauge just how well they're performing. The coverage table shows you the percentage of extractions that fall within a specified extraction coverage range for each configuration in your account. Extraction coverage is the percentage of a configuration's fields that return a non-null value for an extraction. Extraction coverage is not a measure of accuracy because there are cases where a field's value is missing from a document and null is the correct value to return. A case like that will lower the extraction's coverage percentage, but would not be considered inaccurate. I'm going to set the document type filter to tax forms since that's the document type where our two most common configurations are. I'm also going to adjust the extraction coverage range from 0 to 100 to 0 to 50%. Because 0 to 50% would typically be a very low coverage score and likely an indicator that something's not working in a particular configuration. Looking through the filtered coverage list, we see that most of our tax form configurations do not fall within this low extraction coverage percentage range. But if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we see that the 1040-2018 falls in this range about half the time, and the 1040-2021 falls in it 100% of the time. This gives us definitely cause for concern for the 1040-2021 configuration. To figure out what's going on with the 1040-2018 extractions, we can use our recent extractions table. Recent extractions is a table of the extractions made in your account that can be filtered by document type, configuration, extraction coverage, and status. Right now, we're interested in the 1040-2018 extractions that fall in the 0 to 50% coverage range. So I'll set the configuration filter to 1040-2018 and the coverage range back to 0 to 50%. Let's take a look at the first one on the list. I see the document on the left and the extracted data on the right. Looking at the extracted data, the name field is returning null even though we can see that Miss Gomez's name is clearly written on the document. To figure out what's going on with the name field, I'll click the Open an Editor button. The document is automatically uploaded to the Sensible configuration editor. That was just one simple example of how users can get value out of the new Sensible dashboard.